Hey guys, it's JJ Jester here again. Um, I had said I wanted to go over or basically do a little tutorial and go over the item frame detector. But this is something I'm working on right now. It is a vending machine, just like the other one. It's slightly wide. Right now, it's just because of the detector, how big it is. There are, I've noticed there are a lot of different detectors on YouTube. So I figured I'd go ahead and do an instruction on what is going on. So I'm going to go ahead and build one here. Make it easy. Let's see. We start with these blocks here, which aren't needed. They're going to get broken anyway. I got to flip my phone around so that, because I'm covering microphones, so. Alright, let's see, we've got 4, 7. Let's see. Yep, this one's needed. Whoa, what happened there? Every once in a while that does that. That's very annoying. Alright, now the other side, this is going to be the first row of repeaters here. And this is going to be your first row of redstone. So we'll go ahead and drop some repeaters here. Oh, not that. That's what caused me an issue with my item frame storage the other day. When I couldn't get them to stop creeping, it's because I had two middle repeaters were on 2-tick delay, and then I didn't even catch it. I looked and I didn't even notice it until after the video was done. I had noticed there were two of them on 2 ticks. This is going to be for your second layer of... Now, I'm going to go through and delete. Not all of these are needed. I'm going to go ahead and delete some of them. So, I mean, this thing is not this resource heavy. I'm just doing it to get things done. And, if you guys have watched my videos lately, you've seen this because I use this on my item frame storage unit. So we'll make this number 2. And basically when, you don't have to do it like this. I just think it goes quicker when you do it this way. But if you do the straight lines, just every other one, delete it. Of course, I don't know why I bothered to put the repeaters in there. I guess I was just going along talking, not even thinking about it. Alright, and we're going to throw some torches here. And throw some blocks up here. Oh. Dang. Just does not want to cooperate. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and throw... You don't always have to do this with the torches. It does help in some situations. Like I use it on the item frame storage. But between the two of them, the torch and the repeater, you're basically good. But But I use it on this storage because that extra torch actually helps, so that I'm actually getting away from that other torch. It is a good thing to have and to use. Is it 100% necessary? Not in all applications, because it will actually work without those torches. You'll basically have, like, I'm not using it over here. Like, whichever one is off here, it should be this one here. Both torch and repeater are off, so you don't need this third one. But like, I use it on my item frame storage because it gets the build or the block that I'm feeding a little bit further away. Plus, I want whatever is there to be off. Like the tracks, I want them to be off. So tying it into this one is good, because if I go ahead and tie it into this until it hits that one spot, it's on. So I'll go ahead when I start. It may sound like a mess right now, but when I actually start explaining this to you guys, it'll make sense. I promise. And you're going to need this step up on one of them. Alright, and we'll go ahead and put a block. We'll go 2 blocks out. We'll go ahead and put a comparator. And then oh man. And we'll put an item frame. Now, as you can see, we'll go ahead and start explaining this. Bottom one is being fed, but the top is not. So the bottom redstone being fed turns this repeater on, but this one here is not allowed to turn on yet because it only has a power of 1, so it can't climb up 1. It can only stay on the level it's at. So that makes it so this is not powered. This repeater is being powered, turns the lamp off, or the torch off, allows that one to turn on. You go to the next one, you basically, both lamps are off, or both torches are off, because your repeaters are powered. Because now this has the power of 2. This one now has the power of 2 and not 3, because once it has 3, it'll basically be the same as over here. Once there's a power of 3, this here will be powered. Your second repeater will be powered, so both your torches will be off. And it's just going to keep going. That's basically how these things work. Whenever there's a power, depending on which one it is, like the straight one that I used to put in the item frame storage unit was the straight one where all of these went off one side. This is the same setup, but this worked better for me, so I basically exploded it and made it come out both sides. But it's roughly the same setup that everybody else has. You know, they all have the one block and then a block up, and that is what makes these things work perfectly, is the fact that the whichever setting you're on, it only has the power to do that and not go up another block. So it makes it so it will only allow one to turn on. And that is why these things work perfectly using those systems, because like with the last one that I had built, you run a ring around the edge, which is powering your droppers. And when you put something in the payment system, it goes through and shuts that redstone off. Of course, right now the redstone is off, but it goes through. Well, of course now it's on. But it goes through and it will shut your redstone off, which allows whichever one, which would be over here. I'm going to go ahead and just break it. It allows it to turn off. Is that the one that's on? Yes, it is. Or it did not fire. I wonder if it's actually getting too weak. Oh, anyways, when I put it back, it should work. Oops. So basically the same thing when it shuts off. The way these run, it was powered, and then when you flip that switch, it turns it off. So now the only thing that is powering it would be this redstone. When that redstone turns off, it allows whichever one that is not powered by a repeater or a torch to fire. And that's where these things are perfect to, for when it comes to item frames. Anything with item frames, these detector systems are, you can't do much without them when it comes to item frames, unless you're doing like a combination lock or something like that. It's kind of the same idea, though. I mean, with your item frames, it's only allowed to go so far, depending on what your code is. Then, this is kind of the same idea. But with these, when you're wanting to do something like this, or like I do with the item frame, it's perfect for selecting whichever. Like with this, I don't even know. I must be far away. Okay, I'll go over here. This is where my new one is. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just go ahead and run it. See what happens. Okay, but yeah, that's where these little detectors are. You can't do anything with item frames on this kind of build without a detector, and they're very handy, and they're very easy to understand, especially with breaking it down. And here it is. I was like, where did I go? But yeah, it's basically how I had said. It's broken into two separate layers, which makes it possible for this thing to work. Because you have your first layer, and then you have your second layer, which doesn't really nothing gets messed with on your second layer until you switch to the next spot. And then that last spot becomes powered. So basically you're working with the first layer. The second layer is kind of what comes after you've changed. But I think that is about it. If you guys have any questions with these, please just let me know. I would be more than happy to explain anything that you guys may be missing on this. But the thing with these is whether you do this style or not. Granted, with this style, you got to figure, with this thing being as wide as it is, you're going to have a bigger build. The other one, 7, 8. I think that's 8. Might be 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Alright, so with this one here, pretty sure these go here. And then we're going to go ahead. This one is one of the easiest. There is one other one I noticed that it's really easy one. I just didn't really like. I didn't like how big it looked, or wasn't. I don't know. It's something about it. I like these ones a little bit more. Let's see. I'm gonna need repeaters here. Don't you be messing with me. This one here is, in my opinion, is easier to understand. Alright, put a block up. And then we're going to have our torches. Blocks. Now, when I was using this one on my item frame, I just used the torches the way they are. I didn't add any other ones. It's not really needed. But let me go ahead and switch some things around here. I don't have any. This will make things a little bit easier to see. Alright, now. Well, that's not what I wanted in it. Had a little bit of lag there, obviously. Now, I will say, the reason, I'm having some major lag issues. Now, if you wanted like things to be off, then you would use your other torches. But I mean, for things like this, if you wanted them to be on, this would be the way to go. But the torches here, if you want things to be off at first, this is how you do it. This is the way with making a second row of torches. Now when you go through all these, you're like, will only come on for that one. Of course, we had an issue there. First one should have come on, but and last one. For some reason, it's going two of them. Well, it's it does power. One torch does power two, but if I put the torches over here instead, it would only power that one. But anyways, guys, I hope that I have been able to help you, because these things are very handy, and it's like not many people use item frames for making things. Because I mean, with YouTube, when I was looking at my item frame storage system where it ranked on for videos, looking on there, and I put in item frame storage, just item frame storage. Mine was 3 of my videos are the top 3, and then it starts everybody else's item frame storage. So I mean, there aren't many item frame builds out there. There's a few of the potions, a few, like I have a potion one, and there's this one here, you know, the vending machines. There's a few things, but it's like, it's what got me to thinking about doing the item frame storage system, because there aren't much out there that use item frames. So I mean, this is a necessary, I should say, not good. This is necessary for doing item frame builds when it comes to things like that. Some way of metering your turns on the item frame. So anyways, guys, like I had said, if you guys have any issues, any problems, please let me know. I'm available anytime. Just send me a message or come by my Practical Redstone Google Plus community. You don't have to join. You can just ask, and it's me and a few other knowledgeable people there that can help you out. But if you feel like being a member, please do it. If you care to help out when you learn, it would be much appreciated, because there are always people out there that don't know much about redstone. So that's about it. So I'll leave you guys. If you liked the video, please show that you liked it. Hit the like button. If you like sharing it, please share, because it gets the word around. And like I've said before, if you feel like subscribing, please subscribe. I'm not doing this for a popularity contest or even to have a major income like most of these other YouTubers. For me, it's all about the teaching. I just want to be the best teacher I can, and I'd love to have as many students as I can. But that's all, guys. I will catch you in the next video. I'm honestly not sure what it's going to be, but it'll be coming soon. I'm going to be busy most of the day tomorrow, but I'll probably still be building something in my time to myself, during the day tomorrow. So I'll probably still have something. It'll probably be late in the day, but I'll still have one. So I'll catch you guys later. Have fun.